How you do? My name is Alan Cook, and I'm the proud owner of the MiDion painting, which is the lost painting in which I found, which is a duet of a older, more mature Mona Lisa. Right now, I have the Battle of Algeria of his Cortex book, which you can see that there's a vague overlay that I'm going to show you that's in the Battle of Algeria. I'm going to pull this down that I had preset, and it's going to be to where you can see her eye here and her eye here. Now she's also up here and here. She's everywhere, okay, because he makes these images move across the room. But I'm just going to give you a vague of how his same works is the same works in mine. And he's this compulsive ism of an artistism, like an alcoholism, but or an addiction of smoking, or an addiction of gambling, or addiction of love, or addiction of whatever it may be. There's going to be some issues. And here's the Mona, and when I pull it back down, here she lies again in there, hidden. I don't know if you can see the outline, but let me just pull this down, as you see. And if you actually take a look, you will see the curvature of her body, of her head. And then when you pull it back up and you get it right back into the place that I had it, you'll also see that her hand down here, her finger actually rides in here, actually a perfect set of, and how it cups into of the horse's knuckles of the bend. And when I pull this back down and pull it over, you will see that here's where her fingers were and lay. This is very difficult with a low resolution. Now, for those who believe or don't believe that, because I'm going to speed through this a little bit, I'm going to show you also, I have not done any cheating with Photoshop at all. I barely know how to crop and pull colors to where you can see the images. This is what I see. I am the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. Secondly, okay, we just dealt with the Mona. I'm going to pull this down. Now we're going to deal with an image smaller than you can see. This is what I call the wedding day. Why it comes up in this color, I don't know, but it just seems to be something unusual there. But when you take this particular image, and go over the Battle of Algeria, you're going to find that it fits within its realm. Now, let me kind of give you, you can see the darkness. If you follow the darkness, it's actually a head, and it comes out to be other heads on top of other heads on top of other heads. But we're going to try to give you at least one image for you to see of how he even overlaid an image it's right. It's right here. I know it's very difficult to see, but what happens is he is here and he uses these swords to pull out his hands. This is a face with a beautiful woman's head like Liz Taylor with another head, and he builds it like a totem pole. And each image, this is a guy with a top hat with a face, a bird's side for his body. He loved birds, obviously. And then you're going to find out that this is like a dog's face that he's riding and flying. But it's also other images, because when I go to pull this and turn it, none of his stuff is actually ever just one thing, okay? So when you turn it, you can see it looks like a big rat, see? And then when you put it back. So what I'm trying to tell you is he's a trickster in his in his business. And what I'm trying to also tell you, not only is this image so happens to be in my painting that you will never see unless you opened it up microscopically and ended up with you wouldn't see it with a $15,000 microscope in which I bought, and I put it away after I purchased it within the first 10 days. So this particular image is right here in this image I'm going to show you, and in this particular image it was like right there, okay? And you're talking a micro dot, which is probably 20 times smaller than the piece of a grain of sand, a small piece of sand, if you were lucky to even know what you were looking for. So let me just pull that back down, and let me show you also, let me get that dumb thing out of there, and let me also show you, when I go to pull this, that in this particular Battle of Algeria, this is his face of an X-ray. This is his X-ray of his face, which is, again, right here. Okay, so this is blown up, supersize. And then when you take the Battle of Algeria again and you overlay it in the dot area for the marking of the dot area of the horse, you will see how it lies in there of his head. Okay, and you pull it back down and you can see how it generally would be his head hidden in this works. Okay, and that is representing a heart. Now, how's that represent a heart? It's very simple. Take a look. Two horses' heads equals a heart. Okay, so he is a trickster. Now it gets kind of wild. I'm going to take a look and see if I got another image back behind here, because I didn't think I was going to blow away this YouTube that quick. Apparently I did. So that's one of the great things in which I want you to know. This particular painting is called MiDion. It's a lost painting, cannot be beaten. The reason why it cannot be beaten is because it is the Mona Lisa in a more mature, older age. Okay? So, and then on top of that, it also has his diary. It also spells out Leonardo in reverse on the cross of the top. It actually spells Melzi Francisca. It actually has his symbol of the finger of the hand. That is the older Mona Lisa serenading. The Mona Lisa fits in the middle. Watch. The Mona Lisa fits in the middle of the image, which I'm going to show you real quick. I do believe. I thought I was done. I'm sorry, and I was about to say my prayers, but you know, God is good. This is she. If you could see how she forms right in between the body, okay, and this is just a quick. That's just a quick throw together for you. It's not like the other image took me hours to set up for you, and she's even bigger than what she's supposed to be, but she's actually huge in there too, because if I went large, I bet I wouldn't doubt if she's one whole big face in there. Okay, because that's the way. Well, that's too large, because look what it did to the film. Anyway, I want to let you know that I'm doing my best. I got well over 200 YouTubes. They're listed under Mona Lisa. They're listed under education, under teacher. They're listed under ALC. They're listed under MiDion with an MiDion, PASSION. If you need a contact phone number, I'm going to give it to you this time, 707-568-7022. You leave a message and I'll try to get back to you regarding any information which is appropriate. I'm extremely busy, but I'd be more than happy to see if I can help you on any questions. And also my email is MiDionPassion at gmail.com. You should be able to know how to contact me through that. It's all over saying my email. So anybody who needs to contact me can leave it in a comment too. I'd like to contact you, and I'll throw another YouTube out if for some reason. For some reason they bounce after 7 days. I don't know why. Maybe it's not funny. Maybe it's too educational. Maybe they can't believe it. It's easier to prove a lotto ticket than it is to prove a Leonardo da Vinci painting, and it is also for it that I've heard in many sayings by great authentic artists, masters that document works, say to prove that you own a Leonardo da Vinci painting is a curse. And the curse is like having a hot raw iron in your hand for the rest of your life, because nobody believes it. But you know what? I got well over 3,000 images. They're all identical right down to the hair. I have the information of many things. I could tell you why the CE's in the eye of the Mona Lisa. I could tell you what the B means. I could tell you what the L2 means. I could tell you what the 149 means. It's all on my YouTubes anyway. So if you haven't been following, I'm not going to go through it with you, because you know what? You need to get educated. But I would be more than happy to answer a lot of particular things. Just before I say the prayers and go on, I want to show you not one thing. No, tell you one thing about one of his works here. It's running late, and that's about the Battle of Algeria. After all, here it is. Well hidden. Okay, this particular item, and as religious as I am, I hate to tell you, it's not only got the Mona Lisa in it, it has a mass of, the nice way to say it is a mass of love making in it. There's a lot of love making in this, and it would take weeks of just of trying to show you probably 7 innuendos that are throughout it. But that shouldn't be surprising for artists, individuals, to know that there's a lot of sexual activity that occur in their artwork. So you know, being a human sexual active individual back then is domain in the sense, and also to be one of great religion. Conflicts between the two, just so you're in a physical world and then you're reaching for the air of a more highly heavenly world, is extremely confusing on this earth. We know that. We still are, it's like trying to hold water in your hands. It's very difficult. Anyway, I want to say God bless the whole world, the universe, the heavens. Please subscribe, please pass it on, and don't be afraid to learn. I'm here to teach you. I'm also being taught. He is the greatest teacher on the planet. He's taught me so much. I was extremely religious beforehand, and I've gotten a lot more, because there's a lot of things in life that goes beyond regular physical. It's extremely difficult. I'll try to explain it better in my other YouTube, but trust me, he's a great teacher. So again, God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens, and you have a great night. Amen.